What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the Chief Truth YouTube channel. Hope everybody's doing well out there. Today, if you can't tell by the thumbnail, I have a very disturbing and a very tragic story to talk about. And this comes out of South Charleston, Ohio, where a 61-year-old black female Uber driver named Loletha Hall was tragically gunned down by an 81-year-old white male named William Brock. William Brock fatally shot her because he assumed that she was a part of some elaborate scheme or elaborate scam to get $12,000 in bond money for a relative. So I'm going to play this news clip, give you guys a little more context, and I'll be right back to give you my thoughts.
We're going to turn now to the tragic story. This one out of Ohio. Deadly encounter between two people who did not know each other and were both victims of phone scammers. Victim one, 81-year-old William Brock, received threatening calls last month saying his family was in danger and demanding money. And then the scammers also called an Uber driver, Loletha Hall, to pick up a package from Brock's home. Brock then confronted her with a gun, believing that she was connected to the threats he'd been receiving, and now he is charged with Hall's murder. Lily Luciano has this story, and we have to warn you, the video is disturbing.
Loletha Hall screamed for help as William Brock confronted her with a gun.
Yes, I know what you're after.
But as the Uber driver tried to flee, police say the 81-year-old resident shot her multiple times. And then he called 911.
Well, I shot her in the leg first time, and I shot her in the shoulder.
Why did you do that?
Because I was threatened that she was going to come and kill me.
The county sheriff's office says Brock was the subject of a scam call concerning an incarcerated relative, which turned to threats and a demand for money. Police say Hall, the driver, was also contacted either by the same scammer or an accomplice to pick up a package from Brock's residence through the Uber app.
The guy on the phone center here.
Okay.
Go.
So the male on the phone was trying to get money from you, and she was knocking on the door at the same time?
Yes, and he was telling me he was going to kill me and the family and everybody else around.
Hall, who was 61, died from her injuries in the hospital. Police say she made no threats or assaults towards Brock before the shooting, other than to ask about the package she was sent to retrieve. They also say Brock took her cell phone and refused to let her leave. Last week, Brock was charged with felony murder, and now he could face 15 years to life behind bars, plus a $15,000 fine. He has pleaded not guilty.
All right, so as you can see and as you can hear, very disturbing video, very hard to watch. And first of all, I just want to say R.I.P to Miss Loletha Hall, man. She seemed, from what I can gather, from what I can see, she was a very nice person. I'm going to link her obituary in the description so you guys can go look at it. But man, just R.I.P to her. And, you know, apparently she was into gardening and she went to Ohio State for horticulture. She had her own janitorial business, a cleaning service, and she was, you know, doing Uber. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to link her obituary in the description so you guys can go look at it. And whenever I see stories like this, man, and they have video attached to it, I just can't help but to just feel for the family, because not only do you have to deal with the tragedy and with the hurt and the pain of losing a loved one, but oh yeah, that pain and that loss is on the internet, right? It was captured on video. So once it's on the internet, it's on the internet forever, and it ain't going away. So I just can't help but just to feel for the family, man. Just having to deal with that and deal with this. And, you know, like I said, it seemed like Miss Loletha was a very nice person, and she's just out here trying to make an honest living and trying to survive in this expensive ass world that we live in. Like I be telling people, man, like it's just expensive to just be alive. Between the gas, between the bills, between rent, between food, between healthcare, it is just so goddamn expensive to be alive these days and to try and survive. And, Miss Loletha just out here, trying to make an honest living, doing her Uber thing. And then you have, this crazy deranged 81-year-old white male named William Brock out here lurking. So, like I said, first things first, R.I.P to Miss Loletha Hall. Now, when I first saw this story, one of the things that I noticed was that news outlets and people down in the comments were trying to make this guy to be like some type of sympathetic figure. You had headlines like Bodycam reveals moment scam victim. Okay, that's William Brock, apparently, right? He's a scam victim. He's not a murderer, right? He's a scam victim, and you should feel sorry for him. Yeah, right. Bodycam reveals moment scam victim greets cops after allegedly killing innocent Uber driver. All right, that's from the New York Post. Elderly man charged, elderly man, right? See what they do? They try to throw those words in there and, try to generate some type of, sorrow, right? The elderly man, right? Elderly man charged with killing Uber driver. Investigators say both appear to be victims of the same scam. There they go with that victim shit again. Phone scam leads to man shooting and killing driver. They were both unknowingly targeted by scammers. You had people in the comments saying things like, "Oh yeah, poor guy. He was, he didn't know what was going on. He probably had dementia and blah 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 blah." Hey man, look here. Let me tell y'all something. There's only one victim in this story. There's only one victim in this situation. And her name is Loletha Hall. She's the fucking victim. This guy ain't no victim of shit. This guy, thought that he was some vigilante, or he was some type of, what do you call those things? A bounty hunter or something. And, I'm going to take the law into my own hands and all of that shit. And viciously murdered this lady and shot her multiple times, even though she was not a threat to him. Not a threat at all. Even when she tried to leave, he just kept shooting her. She's the victim. This dude ain't no goddamn victim. And I feel like what they tried to do was they tried to generate some type of sorrow for this guy, 80-year-old elderly man. They use certain words and try to generate certain feelings, right? No, this guy is a cold-blooded murderer. He walked this woman down on camera. You can see this. Walked her down and shot her in cold blood. I don't give a fuck if he had dementia or not. That don't change the fact that he is a cold-blooded murderer. And for any of you guys who have been following the Cheap Truth for a long time, you know that one of the things that I've always said, and I'm gonna say it again, even for like the new listeners, right? The thing that you need to be concerned about, or what did I say? Damn, now I'm forgetting. Basically, you need to be scared of two kinds of cops, right? You need to watch out for the super cop. So that's the guy who really does his job. He really cares about his job. We all know those guys who take their job way too seriously, right? Those people who take their jobs way too serious, and he's trying to meet quota, and he's going to pull you over for going, 61 in a 60-mile per hour of speed zone. You need to watch out for those guys, right? You need to watch out for the super cops, and then you need to watch out for the wannabe super cops. And this guy was a wannabe super cop. Okay? The wannabe super cops are like the George Zimmermans of the world. Those are the guys, those are the people who go on, what do you call those things? What do you call those things with the police? The Citizens Academy, police ride-alongs, things like that. You need to watch out for those, especially as black people, just being honest. Right? Because they want to be cops. right? They want to take the law into their own hands, and they get a gun and they feel so powerful, and they're gonna arrest you and make they dream of making a citizen's arrest and all of that stuff. So you got to watch out for those. And this guy was a wannabe super cop, right? He thought that this lady had something to do with this scheme. Apparently, I guess, the scammers calling his phone, making threats, saying they're going to kill him, saying they're going to kill his family if they don't get the money. And he took it upon himself to say, okay, you know what? I'm going to go out here, man. I'm going to handle it. I'm not going to call the police until, after I shoot her and after I kill her. I don't know, man. It's crazy. And another thing I think about is just, imagine if that video wasn't there. Imagine if the dash cam wasn't rolling. Now, I know I said earlier that it's very unfortunate that the video is out and it's floating around on the internet like that, because the family has to, keep reliving that over and over and over again, and the world can too. But in this case, it was kind of a good thing because this leaves no doubt, right? If that video wasn't there, he could have said any goddamn thing. And we know how it is in these situations. Let's just call it what it is, right? Elderly white man, black woman, who y'all think they gonna believe? You know what I'm saying? And don't let him be, some type of veteran or, some type of veteran of the police force or something like that, right? Who y'all think they gonna believe? He could have said anything. He could have said, she tried to break in my house. I thought she was about to kill me, which I mean, I guess that's what he kind of said, but he could have said that and at that point it's his word versus hers, right? Which at that point she doesn't have a word because, she dead. So in this case, it is good that we got the video because that leaves no doubt. And part of me wonders if he even knew that video was there. Like, I wonder if he even knew that dash cam was there and that it was rolling. Part of me wonders if he would have ended up doing what he did and killing Miss Loletha if he didn't, if he knew that camera was there, but I don't know, maybe he just was dead set on doing what he did. I don't know, but just something I think about. But thank God that camera was there. Thank God that the video is there, because now there's no doubt about it and he can be prosecuted to the fullest extent. So in closing, what can we learn from all this, man? First of all, don't be engaging with no scammers. Okay. These guys are getting very elaborate. They're getting very sophisticated. And then you got AI. Like, I saw a story. I was scrolling through Instagram. I saw something about, I guess somebody used AI to generate some type of racist rant, and they tried to blackmail somebody at a job, and apparently it wasn't the person, but they managed to get their voice and use AI to make it sound like them. So AI is just it's a double-edged sword, and scammers are taking advantage of that now. So, man, you just got to be careful, bro. Like, don't engage. Look, if it's too good to be true, it probably is. Be vigilant. Also, too, anybody out there that's doing these side hustles, man, that's doing these little side gigs, you driving for Uber, you're driving for Lyft, you're delivering packages for Amazon, you're doing Uber deliveries or whatever. Like, man, just be careful out here, bro, because just when you think that the world can't get crazier, it does. Just when you think that you've seen it all, you see something else. Just when you thought that you've heard it all, you hear about something else. And, man, you got these folks crazy out here, man. Like, I always be telling folks, bro, like, you don't know what these folks be on. You don't know what kind of drugs they be on. You don't know what kind of liquor they be drinking. You don't know what they be on. You feel me? Liquor probably be the last thing you got to worry about, right? They on all sorts of pills, and like, man, folks are crazy, bro. So you just got to stay present, bro, and stay locked in and keep your head on the swivel at all times. Man, like I said, just be careful out there, man, because you just never know. have your spiritual fitness in check, and you know, tell your people you love them, because you never know. You walk out that door in the morning, you may not walk back in the evening. So, you know, at the end of the day, bro, just be careful. So be sure to drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts on this story, man. Tell me what you think. And don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel. Got plenty more videos coming up for you. Cheap Truth channel, man, signing out. And as always, count your blessings, not your problems. I'm out. Peace.